You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Oh, yes, hopefully you won't vanish or disappear.
Okay, well, the guy's last name I sent you is high-level studio A-list film private security, and I may have him take me into safe hiding for a while until we can work out a plan that works. He's worked with Clint Eastwood. He's worked with major A-list people that I know, that I can verify him with, and he's working for someone I know right now who speaks very highly of him, and he hooked me up on some difficulties yesterday. I'm going to go see him and see what we can cut as a deal, because he's willing to play ball. And I may bring him in on recovery of stolen property mission at the same time as some of his team to start recovering my shit, because these guys are real pros. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think I do.
Yep. These are the kind of people you see at the A-list event who have the earpieces and make shit happen like Secret Service type people, because they're that kind of trained. And many of them are retired or ex or off duty, those type of peoples anyway, but peoples I've worked with and trust. Not the ones who sit in DC who make me insane all the time, but people I've had face-to-face contact with. This guy I've worked with before.
Well, hopefully you can cut some kind of deal, because I would imagine this kind of guy probably wants to get paid.
Oh, fuck yeah. He's used to getting paid very big. I mean, he's worked on, you know, as many A-list films as Jeff Holman's worked on, and I mean major films. So he's used to big budgets. But we were talking about shit in theory yesterday, and he was open to play ball. And today I lowered some stuff to him on the phone and said, "Can we meet?" He said, "Get down here, let's rock and roll." So I'm going to see him now. If I vanish, it's because he either killed me or he's helping me out. But I don't intend on vanishing. I'm just giving you a heads up because I'm playing with some very dicey, risky, you know, high-end players, as you see by some of the names that float across to you. Larry Wells, you can trust with your life. He is my inside postal guy who has had my back on making sure I get my money on time, all the time, despite whatever Uncle Sam or anybody else wants to do to me. And has agreed that he'll work on helping us stay on top of shit. So he's the most trusted Fed I can give you. He would have your back. This guy would have your back. The others, you know.
Look, man.
Thanks, Dad, for your advice. Go fuck yourself now. Well, I have people like friends. I'm talking to you. I did meet another rich kid who's throwing some money at some stuff allegedly later today, but until I see the cash fly, he's just another neurotic big mouth. But allegedly some people are starting to throw some cash at me to help with some problems they're having too. And that's why I was asking for the words. Alright, did you get to send any of that stuff I talked to you about?
What?
Oh shit, the speaker went off. Fuck, hang on a second. Shit. Fuck. Riding a bike, trying to talk to you, and the fucking headset went out. I have no idea what you heard or didn't heard. What was the last thing you heard?
Larry Wells is okay.
Yeah, Larry you can trust with your life. Larry is just the most honest Fed I've ever dealt with, ever, anywhere, and he's always had my back and make sure I get my money and my notices on time, despite all the horse shit. And as he said, he'd walk away from what he's doing to help me out if it really took that, and we had the funding to pull it off. Irregardless, that's his direct number, and if you tell him you're my partner in Detroit, he'll shoot you straight on what's going on. This other guy probably would too. The CIA type people, they can help, but use your best gut. You know, they are what they are. I mean, I can trust them for stuff I need done, but if I disappear, who knows who might go wrong.
I'm never going to touch anybody like that.
Well, that's why I also advise caution. Maybe have Jeff or somebody like Larry deal with them and keep yourself out of their face. But those guys can decrypt a lot of stuff that I put in decrypted code. Larry's your best bet to decrypt anything, because he knows how I think. We've talked about word phrasing and decryption. I've been burying stuff in case it's needed. So he would be a great decipherer of what Kurtisms mean. that will help you find what you're looking for and is trustworthy. He's married, a couple of girls. He's a Bill. He's a Bill. There you go. There's your comfort zone. The only Fed that I can think of right now, I would tell you to ever trust. And you know I know a lot of Feds, so that's not saying jack shit right now. Except there's one guy on the inside in an agency who can rock and roll and make some shit move around behind the scenes for us and still get you some straight answers. So if I do go AWOL, have him forward all the mail to you. Put in a mail forwarding card and sign my name if you have to. I'm not planning on going rogue, but dude, it's getting dicey and I don't know what's around the next corner most days until I get there. And there's been so many attempts on my life that we haven't even talked about that I don't even want to bore you with because it's just getting too old talking about this shit. So I'm trying to keep you out of the loop on some of the higher level stuff, but in the know of how to find out if things go fucking sour on my ass. But I'm not going to lay down quietly on any of this. I've decided to be a roaring motherfucking dragon. So, you know me. Rock on. Did you get to send any of that stuff yet or not?
I have not found all the stuff yet. I'm trying to pull it all together and get it to you at the same time.
Truly appreciate it. And if you could watch the one departing video, it'll blow your mind. But it's already been proven, and I can take that off this planet at any moment I need to. In fact, I just got a note from Elon Musk's funding team asking me when I wanted to rock and roll. If you know who Elon Musk is. Okay, so I do have some high-end players, and that is real space footage you saw or see. And there's 6 minutes of footage I asked you to watch, 6 or 8 minutes. So if you can watch it, I think you'll be very educated why I feel so confident on certain things. And it'll also blow your mind. You're going to see stuff that looks like it's literally right off Star Trek, but it's real footage that I shot last year with Musk's people. And it's pretty epic. So I'll be curious on the way home if you let me know what you think, and I'll let you know how this meeting went. I'm going into it right now.
Okay. You got it all. Talk to you later.
Thanks. Bye.